governor anymore.
But you are, but you know, as an immigrant yourself, you are an immigrant. You're an immigrant in this country. Yeah. Did you have a visceral reaction to what they're doing, what ICE is doing, when you see the videos of it?
Well, I tell you, you said that the immigrant. I'm so proud and happy that I was embraced by the American people like that. I mean, imagine I came over here with the age of 21, with absolutely nothing. And then to create a career like that. I mean, in no other country in the world could you do that. Yeah. Every single thing, if it's my bodybuilding career, if it's my acting career, becoming governor, the beautiful family that I've created, all of this is because of America.
That's true.
And so this is why I'm so happy to see firsthand that this is the greatest country in the world, and this is the land of opportunity.
Talk that talk, Arnold.
And I think because I'm such a proud American and a proud immigrant that came to America, I was asked to do, on July 4th, a big speech, the keynote speech at Mount Vernon, where George Washington was laid to rest, and where he lived and all that, to celebrate the 250th anniversary of America, the existence of America. And I will be doing the speech there. They asked me because I'm an immigrant, and there will be 7,000 some people there, and there will be people that will be sworn in.
Probably going to be way more than that in there.
That day.
That's great.
So it's really a great celebration. And this is what this is all about, is to celebrate people becoming Americans and coming to America and all that. And so I just think the world of the great kind of a history that we have with immigrants in America. But the key thing also is at the same time that we got to do things legal. That is the important thing, you know. So
they trying to overstep. Hey, check it out. Wait, let me say it again.
It's at the same time that we got to do things legal. That is the important thing, you know. So you got to do things legal.
She wanted to cut him off so bad, but Arnold Schwarzenegger, he said what he said, and because he's charismatic enough to be able to communicate effectively without them looking for a fight, and the way that she posed the question, she posed it as a loaded question. She posed it like, listen, you're an immigrant. She didn't say you're an illegal immigrant. She says, you're an immigrant. What do you think about everything that's happening and all of the visual cues of what's going on here? And he didn't object to it. He said, listen, this is the greatest country on earth with the greatest opportunities, and you need to respect this country, and you need to be able to come over here legally. You have nothing but respect for the governor. Now, I don't necessarily know how he governed in California because I wasn't a Californian, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, it really didn't make any difference to me. But I do remember when he won governor of California, a Republican, and I remember that the big thing that was happening during that time was it had to be during the early 2000s because just right off the bat, I remember that they was trying to give him shit about the idea that he was driving a Hummer during a time that it was a lot of tree huggers and a tree hugging that was happening in California, which is so ironic how things have changed and how things have evolved over time to where people are protesting in California against Elon Musk. But that's a whole nother conversation. But the fact of the matter is, he said what he said. And the most important part of this whole conversation is he said, listen, it is important that we understand if you want to come over into this country, if you want the greatest opportunity of anybody on the face of the earth, because no other country allows for you to do this. Let's be clear. When you go into other countries, you have to do things according to what they say, which means that you already have to be a productive citizen before you get there. You already have to be vetted. You already have to have a certain amount of money in your bank account. You already have to be sufficient. You already have to have a certain amount of income coming in on a regular basis, which means that they don't want anybody freeloading and they don't want anybody taking anything out of their country and sending it back to America. Conversely, they want you taking American dollars and sending it back over into the country. So if you want this opportunity, then not only do you have to be legal, but you have to be a contributing member to society. And I don't believe that that's an unreasonable ask. I think that the governor is absolutely right. What is it that he has to do different that would then lead them to try to stop him in the middle of this. And all of these women, all of these feminists that's on The View, which we haven't even done a review video of The View because I haven't found anything that's interesting lately. We know that Sunny Hostin is crazy. We know that Whoopi Goldberg is a cat lady. We know a lot of things that's going on. Joy, we ain't even gonna worry about Joy. She a traitor. She was trading on Trump a long time ago. She used to be his friend. Now all of a sudden she switched sides. But the point that I'm making is that this is the greatest country on earth. And I don't even know what they was thinking asking Arnold Schwarzenegger this question because he's intelligent enough to be able to articulate what he's saying, even though he's there to promote something. Let's hear more of what he got to say. I'm gonna rewind it a little bit because I want to reemphasize what he said right here, and then we're gonna go from there.
Of a history that we have with immigrants in America, but the key thing also is at the same time that we got to do things legal. That is the important thing, you know. So you got to do things legal, and those people that are doing illegal things in America and that are foreigners, they are not smart. Because when you come to America, you're a guest, and you have to behave like a guest.
Let me pull that down.
Like when I go to someone's house and I'm a guest, then I will do everything I can to keep things clean and to make my bed and to do everything that is the right thing to do rather than committing a crime.
The reason why I moved myself over really, really, really small is I want you to see her trying to touch his arm to prevent him from being able to emphasize what he wants to say. Look at the hand. Watch the hand.
And I'm a guest, then I will do everything I can to keep things clean and to make my bed and to do everything that is the right.
Why is Sunny Hostin trying to stop Arnold Schwarzenegger? Who is in her ear? Who is it that's trying to get her to tap on him and trying to get him to deviate back to whatever talking points that they want to get him to say? But he's cooking. Let him cook. If you come over here into America, you're going to have to act like you got some sense. You're going to have to act like you a guest, make your bed, do what you're supposed to do, cook.
When I go to someone's house and I'm a guest, then I will do everything I can to keep things clean and to make my bed and to do everything that is the right thing to do.
Facts.
Rather than committing a crime or being abusive or something like that. So that doesn't really work in this country. So I think the important thing is when you become an immigrant, to think about, okay, I go to America because I want to use America for the great opportunities that America has in education, in jobs, creating a family, all of those kind of things. Then you have to think about, okay, if I get all of those things from America, then I have to give something back. Now, you have a responsibility as an immigrant to give back to America and to pay back to America and to go and do something for your community for no money whatsoever. Give something back to after-school programs, Special Olympics, or whatever it is. Make this country a better place.
Arnold, don't.
Arnold is cooking. Arnold Schwarzenegger is cooking, and it is making the lunch ladies on The View mad.
Yeah, there's 90% of the people who come here are trying to do the right thing.
They're less likely to.
No. Look at Arnold. Hey, look how disappointed he is. What do you mean you're trying to do the right? Do the right thing. Do the right thing. You got to do the right thing. Do the right thing. What do you mean trying to do the right thing? You didn't do the right thing when you came over here illegally, undocumented, over the border. You did not. And I've got proof and evidence and so many different things of people saying that they don't even give a fuck about what's going on here. They just want to take all of the resources out.
And it's and a lot of what's happening right now is people are getting snatched who shouldn't be snatched out of the country, people who have visas, people who have all those things. So we want all the right people. We don't want people who are doing bad stuff.
But they are less likely, immigrants are much less likely to commit crimes in this country than actually American-born citizens. And the other thing I just wanted
Is she trying to debate with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
to say is that Governor Newsom did not ask for the National Guard to come to, the federal government to come to California. There are 9,000 local law enforcement officers in California. Did he really?
Everybody has to follow.
What does she want? She want a cookie? She trying to convince him? Yo, I can't stand Sunny Hostin But I'm going to let y'all go and rock out with it yourself. If you agree or you disagree with Arnold Schwarzenegger, we just going to leave it there. You make your own decision. You make your own conclusion based off of what he said. They clipped that up real quick. So anyways, make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Teach Hanley, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at you guys later. Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments.